Hi guys, we are here to do the step-by-step process in breaking down this screen to HTML and CSS. So here, we have our HTML tag with our doc type, our header, and our link tag for the CSS. We have also here the body tag where our contents are. So, first thing to do is to put all our contents of our project, starting with our main divisions like the wrapper, the header, the content wrapper, and the footer. As we can see in the image, this is the header, these are the contents, and this is the footer. Our content division is divided by two columns, namely the navigation or menu and the main content. Let us also put our contents on our header. This is the header which contains the H1 or the title of our project. And now, our contents for the navigation division as follows to be the menus in an ordered list. You should take note that the list item article has its children enumerating article titles. Next, the main content division houses the articles of the blog which are also enumerated in an ordered list. One should know that the article titles and the menus are in anchor tags. Two more things to remember is that article leads are in bold and some are optional ones. Lastly, we will put the contact details at the footer. We will enclose them into span tags for future CSS changes. So now let's save it and let us look at the output. Now it has no style and a little bit unorganized. So we can solve this by using a CSS. First thing to do is to reset the CSS. These codes will reset the predefined properties of web elements. Next, we will design the wrapper. So we gave it a width of 960 px, centered it with the margin 0 px auto, and given it a color with the hex code, and a padding of 5 px to compress all its elements. So, checking it upon the browser, we will have this. After the wrapper, let's design its main parts: the header, the navigation, the main content, and the contacts, which are in the footer. So, we will have this. The header given the width, the navigation, main content, the footer. We have also setted margins on them, background colors, and padding. And the most important for them is the float, for them not to compress to each other or overlap each other. The next unusual thing in this is the border radius. The border radius makes its dividers or divisions have a rounded corners. So if we save it and look at the output, it will be like this. So we had rounded corners, margin, padding, and the background color. So next would we design is this, the navigation. So let's look at our CSS. The codes will be these. The indentation of the second line or second child article margin left 20px, the removal of the underline on the links with text decoration none, and the removal of the bullet of the home link with list style none. So upon saving it, the menu will be like this: no bullet, indented, and no underlines. Moving on, the contents can be edited with this line of codes. The H2 or the essays would have a bottom margin. The articles would have spaces with a margin 20. And lastly, the leads would be highlighted except for the classes with optional. So, upon saving it, these would have spaces and highlights. Okay. Lastly, on the footer, as seen here, built with USSM would be on the next line, unlike this. So, to give a solution to this, we will put padding 0 and display block on the spans in the footer. So, if we save it right now and have it refreshed, build with USSM would be on the next line. But the problem here is that the background has collapsed. So, we need another element to neutralize this. This is the clear both or the clear element. This element would tell the wrapper that it has something to contain. So we would also give it a CSS clear both. So let's save it and tada! Our project is now complete and it looks identical, right? Like this. So goodbye and happy coding.